Live.
Hey guys, we are live, and it is me and Danny. Danny, does everybody know who Danny is? Danny, tell people who you are.
Uh, hey, I'm a YouTuber from the internet. Um,
Yeah, I feel like I'm
I
more from the internet now than I am from reality, so I feel you right there.
yeah, I'm from a virtual world where no one knows.
No one knows who anyone is anymore. No one knows who they themselves are anymore. So my name is Davison, and I host a bunch of channels on YouTube. I have LOL Pers, which is sexy comedy. Evidently, this channel, which is my vlogging, everything, whatever else, whatever I don't know what to do with, I put it here. And I now have another channel called A May Davison One, and that's the channel I want to talk about today because I interviewed comedian Bill Burr at the Montreal Just for Laughs Comedy Pro Conference, asking him the very controversial or hot button question, can women be funny? And I posted that video on Reddit, and I got a ton of views because it went viral on Reddit, and a ton of negative reactions because it's very controversial as a woman to talk about the negativity that many women have faced online, especially funny women or women who identify as feminists. But we'll get to that.
Everybody.
So, have you seen the video? Have you seen the video, Danny?
I think so, yeah.
I think right now I should play the video for everyone just in case they haven't seen it. If you want to go see it on the channel that it's on youtube.com/MADavison1. So MA is AIMEE. But as you all know, I go by Davison now on YouTube. But here, I will play it for you all. Just got to pull that up right now. So
Mhm.
Danny, why don't you tell me, have you ever been hated on YouTube?
I think so, but the person didn't seem like a legit person, so I don't know. It seemed like animated or something. Oh, there's
Did,
me.
so you were,
Hey.
yeah, you're going to see this right now as I set up the video. So you were hated on by
Random.
somebody with a cartoonish avatar, or they made a video about you?
No, there was just a comment. It wasn't real. But when I was younger, I got bullied a lot, if that counts.
Okay.
And then those guys aren't around anymore. So I guess karma did something to them.
So why were you bullied a lot as a kid?
Uh, I had a lot of facial problems and Tourette's and a little bit of OCD. And I was just kind of weird, and people thought I was on drugs or something. And I told them that I was just high on life. And yeah, they still thought I was a little out of the cuckoo bin. But
That's really, go ahead.
because they didn't know who I was. They didn't get a chance to know me. So yeah,
That's really sad. So basically, it's like the same thing as me in a sense. Because you were different, they decided to hate on you and treat you like garbage instead of understanding where you were coming from.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
So I'll let everyone go ahead.
I said it's sad because they throw everyone out who's like not with them or from a different group. That's what happened, I guess.
Well, now, as we both know, that doesn't matter anymore. It just matters that you stay positive as a person and you find other people who respect you, like me. I respect you, Danny.
Oh, thanks. I respect you too.
So here we go. Here is the video that is apparently so controversial that I've received a shitload of hate for it. I hope everyone can see this.
Can women be funny?
Yeah, of course.
Some people have a hard time saying yes, though. There are a lot of angry young men on the internet that are like, women can't be
Stop
funny.
it. Will you guys just fucking grow up and just sit down and write your own horse shit and come up with it? Start your own fucking show. Have your own award show. Quit waiting around for other people to do shit for you. That's the fucking problem. If you guys had your own big club and I was standing outside of it, you'd never fucking let me in. I'd start my own shit. You guys got to start your own shit. You got brains in there, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So write your own shit and quit your fucking whining. We're all eating a giant shit sandwich out here. Nobody cares. I don't care.
Absolutely, but I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a white person.
The fuck up. It makes no difference whether you got a dick or a twat. All right? Just do what the fuck you want to do, and hopefully people respond to it. But this fucking horseshit of quotas and all of this crap become undeniable. Well, when was the last time you went on stage and you killed so hard the person after you bombed? If you're fucking doing that on a regular basis, people are going to notice regardless of what you have between your legs. All right? Thank you, and God bless the United States of Canada.
God bless. Oh, gosh. That guy's a joke.
Oh, whoa, hold on a second. So, wait a second, you got to come back to me. You just said that Bill Burr is a joke?
Yeah. I don't know who he is or anything, but I'm just going to judge him right there and say he's got a mouth and he's got problems in his head.
So, okay, what do you mean? He's got a mouth because why?
He swore a lot.
He did.
He's talking about things like a shit sandwich and I don't know. Stuff.
Well, no, I'll let you finish.
Stuff is for like movies and stuff. It's not for real people that actually want to communicate.
Yeah, well, I think what happened there was I wanted to, and I did, ask many comedians who were at this conference, can women be funny? Because I've seen so many articles and so many posts on Reddit where a lot of men insist that women can't be funny because they take an evolutionary and biological perspective saying that because women are already sexually attractive to men, they don't need to develop additional strategies of attraction, being humor. So there's also the thing that a lot of men believe that comedians need to be self-deprecating or negative towards themselves or ugly in some way to be funny, and women are not naturally as such unless they are, of course, minorities or lesbians. As that's what they say. That's not what I agree with. So I just kind of wanted to ask that controversial question, put it back, out to comedians who are funny, who work with funny women, and see what their reactions would be, and then edit that whole thing together and then put it out there for Reddit or 4chan or whomever else to react to, the young men of the world to react to. And I was hoping actually, and I did get the responses that I wanted, that their heroes would say, yes, women can be funny, and that people who say that women aren't funny are ignorant, just so maybe it might change the minds of these young men who are so adamant that it's impossible that women can be as witty or as competent or intelligent or capable as men. So the reason why, though, that the interview with Burr ended up the way that it did was because he took my question in a different direction. He does a lot of comedy on gender politics, and so he was in a way the best person to ask that question to. So once I saw, when I went through the video, his response, I was like, damn it, this video can stand on its own, and it's a minute long, and Reddit will love it, and so I'm going to open a new account, and I'm going to upload it and put it on Reddit and see what happens. And sure enough, it exploded. But what surprised me the most was that I don't think that, even though he was swearing a lot, Danny, I don't think Bill was being negative towards me. He was just giving basically a no excuses kind of answer. So he took a question about whether or not women can be funny, and he kind of analyzed the subtext and came up with the answer. Women, don't make excuses for yourself. Just become undeniable. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do something. Just go do the work and the success will happen. And he even included at the end that applies to both genders, which I totally agree with. And that's why I was nodding my head, because I kind of knew where he was taking his answer. And even though it looked like he was kind of giving me a bit of a hard time, like, you got brains in there, and use them, and you guys wouldn't let me in to your club if you made your own club. I let him speak, and I nodded along. So I guess so to get to the hater aspect of all this, what I was surprised to see in Reddit's reaction was not a discussion about how people or women can make excuses for themselves, or about the notion that women can't be funny at all. Instead, they were targeting me and analyzing my reactions, saying that I looked like I didn't understand what was going on, and I was trying to save face the moment I started nodding my head, and just all of that is just so not true. Like I just said, I saw where he was taking his answer, and he was giving a very motivational and inspirational answer at that. Become undeniable is what I took the most from that, and you can even see it on my face. I quiet down the moment he says that, because I was like, that is just so poignant to me personally. And so I feel very upset that I was so misunderstood. Now I've talked for 2 minutes straight.
Yeah.
So do you think I deserved hate for having done that, Danny?
Probably not. Absolutely not, actually. No one deserves hate, but it comes out of the people you expect it to the least, and they're probably just trying to be funny, and we can take it as hate, but yeah.
Well, I think that some of them might be trying to be funny, but I think a lot of them are mostly being hateful, and they're angry about who knows what, either feeling like they are marginalized as young men themselves, or perhaps I don't know. I think some of them just don't, for whatever reason, like women, period. Because it's sad that because given what I read in the comment section and on Reddit, I'm not getting any reactions from either women or average people who would look at that video and just laugh at Bill's response and not really focus much on me at all. I'm getting men's rights activists and men going their own way, and and they're just saying a whole litany of horribly untrue things, you know, undermining who I am as a person, alleging I'm an angry feminist. I might be a feminist, but I'm certainly not an angry or a hateful one. I love men.
Yeah.
And just basically insulting me as an artist and a human being. And that basically, and I just wanted to say too, that's what makes it so ironic, is they're behaving exactly the way I thought they would, in the sense that they are the angry young men I was asking about ended up reacting angrily to my very neutral, ostensibly neutral but controversial question.
Right.
So, okay, so I wanted to read some of the bad comments that I got and ask you what you think. So what do you think of me getting the comment? Let me just read, just a minute.
This should be fun. I haven't seen these yet either.
You haven't what?
I said I haven't seen these yet.
Yeah, well, I now have put the comments on approved only, because I just couldn't take reading any more bullshit that wasn't what's the word I'm looking for? Civil arguments. It's just ad hominem personal attacks against me that have nothing to do with an intelligent discussion on why I would even need to ask the question, can women be funny?
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So here we go. I'm trying to find where it is. Oh, I deleted so many of them.
Oh, no.
They're just saying stuff like, nice job deleting all the comments, how feminist of you. Well, no, that's not that I'm hiding from anything. It's just that past a certain point, negativity is no longer productive.
Yeah. Just you don't want to be part of that. You don't want to be reading that every time you're at the video page.
Yeah, and that's where I wanted to take this to, just after we read a few comments, just to wrap this all up, talking about what it's like to go through an experience like this where you're thrown so much negativity your way. And a lot of people were like, just ignore it, but you sort of can't. Like the 500th message that you receive saying that you have no talent, no skill, you're a joke, you will never become successful, Reddit's going to ensure that your career stalls. You know, it does affect you and it does demoralize you. I won't let it stop me. I'm going to keep producing videos, and I'm going to keep producing whatever the fuck I want, and I will fight for women's rights, but not in a way that hurts men, just in a way that makes us all equal. Right. So, okay, here we go. Here's another comment. Angry young man here. There you go. That's right. What set all these men off, just the fact that I said some angry young men on the internet. No, women are funny. How did you like having the great Bill Burr put you in your place, you useless bitch?
That's just a troll for you. If you feed onto their negativity, they'll just keep doing it. If you do happen to manage to ignore it, they'll eventually notice that it's not doing anything, and they'll probably go away. Because if you comment on whatever negative, it just goes to the top of the YouTube pages.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I had a couple YouTubers that I watch every day, like Shay Carl. he's dealing with it, and Charles Trippy is also kind of nonchalantly dealing with it, and a couple of other people. But there's a long list, and it's just they don't want to be part of it, and they want to move on, and they're not able to because there's these people that are they're disturbing them in the way of their life. And they try to be inspirational to the rest of us, but it's not so easy.
No, it's not, because negative people are more likely to speak out and leave comments than positive people. I wish more positive people would show up.
Yeah.
Right? And it's also easier to react to and interact with negativity than positivity, because if, say, someone pays you a compliment in the YouTube comment section, what are you going to say? You're going to say thank you, right?
Yeah.
Or sending love back. But it doesn't necessarily inspire as much discussion because there's nothing to discuss.
Right.
So that it's unfortunate that negative behavior or discourse encourages more activity than positive. So, okay, now the final question, or not question, final comment that I'll read. Bill asks you if you have brains in there, and you reply that you do. I have never seen someone, man or woman, any more stupid than you. He's ripping on you for being a whiny little bitch, and you're nodding your head like you agree with him. Watch your video and hopefully you can make sense of what's happening around you. You're totally oblivious.
Ooh.
Just, he's never seen anyone more ignorant or stupid or mentally incapable than me. Wow, that's some massive exaggeration going on right there.
Definitely, definitely.
So I guess where I want to take this, because I don't want to address that video right now anymore, or the reactions to it, other than hoping that women show up and discuss what Bill said and why I asked the question and why my question was so controversial. The experience of going viral and receiving a lot of negativity, I wish more people, I mean, I don't wish that people could go through a negative experience, but I wish more people knew what it was like to go through a shitstorm like this online, because it's quite the experience.
Yeah, definitely.
How would you deal with it, Danny?
I would say thanks and add some sarcasm, and if they're a real person, we'll keep talking and we'll keep talking, and eventually, I don't know, it'll give us something to do. I'll try to make them seem like they're stupider than they are, or make fun or whatever. That's what I always do. I always take it with a grain of salt and laugh. Hopefully it'll make it go away, and if not, it won't.
Yeah, I think,
don't.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't usually like block people or anything, but yeah, I just leave one comment, and yeah, whatever it is, they're giving us views and comments. So if it's for YouTube, it's YouTube. If it's for something else, at least there's someone out there that is watching your stuff and cares enough about whatever it is that they left that kind of comment, if they paid attention or not.
Yeah, I think that that's what matters. Even if 500 people disagree with what I have to say, maybe I'm going to get through to the one, and that one is the one that's going to matter. Or maybe I might get a shit ton of negativity now, but then that will eventually change into, or morph into, some degree of social change. So you have to face the no's and the negativity before you get to the yeses and the agreements. So if I can inspire that discussion and that change, then I'm going to keep doing that.
Yeah, good.
And you're going to be here with me, Danny, because you're a great friend and a great fan.
Yeah, you just have to weed everything out. Just get a machete and just chop it.
Yeah, chop it, or just put on the blinders, or don't log in and check the comments. Just don't do it. Walk away. Walk away. Focus on your next video. And if you don't want a discussion to keep going or show up, as you said at the top of the comment section, don't engage with it. Don't respond to it. I mean, I am all for freedom of speech, but I'm not for harassment or degradation.
Yeah.
So thank you, everyone, for watching. I will include a link in the comment section to my Bill Burr interview. There's going to be more interviews that are going to be coming out. I still have to edit them, and I do have to edit what my original vision was as well. And you can go subscribe there if you want. It was never my intention to open a second channel, but I had to because otherwise it would have never been seen on Reddit. So my name is Davison, and this is Danny. Danny, plug your channel.
You can find me on Google Plus at just Danny. I should be a little YouTube thing. My actual channel is YouTube with letter YOUTUBR and a 1989, but I changed my name because I didn't like that. And the rest is probably going to be in the description. Otherwise, at Danny, DANNYE600. If you put my name into Google, you'll find a bunch of stuff. So like Facebook and whatever else, just find me on there, and I've been out there, so I'm easy to find, and this is my face, and this is what I look like, so you know you got the right one. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, guys, thank you for watching, and have a lovely day, and leave some love in the comment section. We don't need no more hate.
No more hate. Haters gonna hate.
No hate.